What's going on, everybody? I'm Knives on Mars, and welcome to another installation of knives that I think you think are cool. Today, just like any other day, is absolutely no exception. We're going to be taking a look at the Amsler Knife and Tool Pinion. It's small, it's very small, and I absolutely love it. I'm not normally a small knife carrier. I like my big knives, my folding pocket knives, 3.5 inches, 4.25 inches. I normally carry knives in reference of self-protection. But whenever I see an Amsler knife, I feel compelled to buy it. And when I saw this, it was no exception. This is Rob Amsler's first generation pinion knife, and it is entirely made of 6AL 4V titanium. It has got an 18-degree wicked edge grind with what I believe is Boss heat-treated and carbonized edge finish. You can see the carbonizing on this side of the knife, and this side is kind of bare of the carbonized edge finish. I'm not trying to sharpen this knife. If I ever did have it sharpened, I would probably recommend sending it back to Amsler so as not to ruin the carbonizing, and 6AL 4V can be kind of finicky. This knife has many uses. If you're anything like me, you've got the bill collectors up your ass. So opening letters is, it's one of those things that this knife does very well. If you're into mycology, if you're into forestry, so on and so forth, this knife can suit the bill. This is the first generation in all titanium. The second generation is actually in CPM Magna Cut. It's got a little bit different styling down the handle. This one has the traditional Amsler logo, which I am very fond of. And the second generation also has a 1/4 inch bit right here, whereas this one is just, to my knowledge, non-functional. But again, I'm not really using this to, change batteries or pry with, although it does have a nice little pry on the end. Like I said, this is kind of like my rich man's version of a letter opener, although I am far from the latter. All of these knives are produced and touched by Rob Amsler himself out of New York. And for that reason alone, there's not this major saturation of Amsler knives on the market, which make them extremely special to the collector. They're out there, yeah, but once they're bought, generally people aren't flipping them. This particular knife is very hard to find, the first generation in all titanium, and there are going to be more that you can find in the Magna Cut, so on and so forth. So I'm happy that I got my hands on this. I take it camping. I'm not a big neck knife type of person, but if you're a neck knife person, this would clearly suit the bill. But I do take it camping with me. Anytime my wife and I and daughter pull the trailer out, this knife comes along with me. I normally slip it into that lighter pocket of my jeans. My daughter and I like to go out and do some flower hunting, and I've noticed that this comes in handy when we're just cutting up wildflowers. We'll go out, we'll cut up some wildflowers, we'll bring them back, put them in a vase, and adorn them in our trailer. This knife does the job for simple tasks like that. And I'm grateful to have this knife. You can see in a size comparison, this is the Amsler Pinion, first generation, and this is the Amsler Razor 2.0. Both are very small knives, and both have, their general purpose. This one can also be used for mycology and forestry and all of the above, as well as this one. I'm not sure which one I use more, to be honest with you. Probably the Razor 2.0, because if you know anything about me, you know I'm a little bit more geared towards self-defense, and I believe that that kind of fits the bill as a tertiary a little bit better than the Pinion does, but that's certainly not a knock on the Amsler Pinion. The overall length of this particular knife is 4 5/8 inches long. It is a mere 1/8 inches thick. The mini version is 3 3/8 inches long, and it's 1/8 thick. So just a little bit smaller by definition. I don't know what else to say about this knife. It's so cool. Every time I see an Amsler knife, I just feel compelled to buy it because, first and foremost, support American made. And secondly, he's just got this really futuristic take on what a fixed blade carry knife should be. It's not too ostentatious, it's not too boisterous, but it stands out, and his knives always look different, and for that I appreciate Amsler Knife and Tool. This knife, I believe, was approximately $140 to $160. I don't really remember, to be honest with you, but I know that it was somewhere in that price range. So if you've got the scratch, I would definitely support your local American knife makers. Amsler Knife and Tool being one of them. As I stated in the Hurricane Razor video, his website is pretty bare bones, and that's okay. He's got a presence kind of all over the place, but if I were you, your best bet would probably be to check out his Etsy profile. I know that he's got a handful of knives up and running right now, as well as these pinions. They are in stock, the ones that are in Magna Cut, and he also has some in some cool, like, drab Cerakote finishes, all within that aforementioned price range that I brought up earlier. Again, my name is Knives on Mars. This is one of my favorite little carries. If you like the videos that I'm creating, if you like the content that I'm creating, just do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'm making good strides in the YouTube community, and I have a great respect for all of you out there that are giving me your time of day. So if there's a comment that you'd like to make, feel free to drop it. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm Knives on Mars. Thanks for lending an ear. This is the Amsler Pinion. Go get you one.